Joining us on the show, actor Raveena Tandon. Raveena, as a mother, as a citizen of this country, what is it that has most worried you about what has happened in Badlapur and in Calcutta?
First and foremost, it is something that has been in the news constantly. So it is, oh my God, no, not another one. I have been speaking about this since a very, very long time, since I think the Delhi case, the Nirbhaya case, shook our nation to its core roots of the horror of the entire brutality and inhumanity that was there even during the Nirbhaya case. And now almost repeated the same with this doctor's rape case that has happened in Kolkata. Tiny toddlers in Badlapur. And the only question is, which I think was the question of the entire nation, which was kind of reiterated by our Honorable Chief Justice Chandrachud ji, when he said that how many more rapes and murders are we going to let happen till we actually change the system finally for good? I feel there is no fear amongst the perpetrators. I feel criminals get away scot-free very fast. There is a lot that goes into it. There is victim shaming. There is not taking women seriously. There is rapists getting away, criminals, eve teasers, molesters getting away easily on bail and going back and committing the same crime again. Shreya, unfortunately, I'm going to talk about it, which I haven't spoken till now, but a similar incident happened with false allegations on my poor driver. And I don't want to take it into any other zone besides the fact that he was completely innocent. And when I saw a group of 5 women falsely accusing him of, oh, you touched us by the car, then you came out and you hit us, and just because you're a celebrity driver, these were the things that were told to him. And I thought there were 5 women. I'll come out and reason with them nicely and say, okay, fine, if he's made a mistake, let him go. I did not know that they were recording, first of all. I think it was an entire scam that was meant to be. Sadly, there were women also involved in this. And I walked out just to request, because I've been living in that area since 15 years and there's been no incident. I am not the kind who walks around with gunmen, with police protection, nothing. Me and my children, I brought them up very, very normally. And the fact being that the minute I went out, they attacked us, and suddenly there was a flash mob of about 15 to 20 men. And I literally had to pull my driver inside the house and try to shut the gates. And these men were barging inside my house. And I was sitting wondering that if this would happen to someone like me in an affluent area like Bandra, where some of these criminal elements have moved in recently. There is a full area where there's a lot of these kind of elements have moved in. And everyone advised me, including the law, not me, my husband actually, because he was at the police station when he went to make a complaint, that, sir, the attitude of the entire thing was, though the cops were fantastic, because yes, again, I'm saying I'm privileged that police force was there with us instantly, and the CCTV footage was out, which was very clear that none of us were at fault, and this was almost like a planned extortion game that was trying to be played, because like I said, I don't roam around with security and police cars and bodyguards. After that incident, we've kept, for myself and our children, we've kept bodyguards, but how many people can do that? And unfortunately, the scenario is, forget about the complaint, because your children go out, sometimes they come back with their friends late at night. These guys will hire some other supari type people who for 2,000 will just stab and run away, but the harm is done. Even if the cops solve the case, the harm is done to your children. So for the fear of our daughters and our children, most of the time no one wants to take these kind of people on head on. I mean, honestly, I'm telling you, I was lambasted for not going ahead with a police case and everything. Though I did put a defamation case ahead. I did do all that. I did go to court. But nonetheless, these kind of elements exist in our society, and they have no fear of the law. That is the saddest part. because you know that they might go in for a year, 6 months or 4 months, they'll be out again. And what is the kind of life they know? They only know the life of crime.
Hmm.
And they will come back and probably harm your children or harm you and catch you unawares, because we are lay people. We are not netas. We are not people who can carry handguns around. This is not America. So unfortunately, if these things can happen in areas like this, in cities like this, and we've had the Kubon Park rape in Bangalore, which was horrific, which was again the whole attitude of, I remember at that time the Home Minister of Karnataka turning around and saying, oh, what was she doing at 9 o'clock in the night in the park? Why did she have to go play tennis at 9 at night? And now with the new law that has come out in Kolkata, I heard yesterday that women now are allowed to do only a 12-hour shift, and that too no night shifts. So why are we women being curtailed with everything? That don't go out at this time, don't do this, don't wear that. What about those poor little toddlers who were in school? Where were they out at late at night? Where were they wearing provocative clothes and jeans? I was seeing an interview of a school where most of the children were saying, oh, औरतें, the boys were saying कि औरतें हमको आकर्षित करती हैं, वो ऐसे जीन्स और ऐसे कपड़े पहनती हैं, लेकिन लड़कियां जो सलवार कमीज और बुर्के में होती हैं वो बिल्कुल ठीक होती हैं. Where are we taking this? And that is what disturbs me. In 2017, I made a film on this called Matra, and I was so disturbed on many occasions when I was dubbing for the film, when I was shooting for the film. It was really scary to have to even relive something like that on celluloid. Imagine what happens to people when they actually go through such trauma in life.
All families, given what you have faced, Raveena, given what the doctor in Calcutta faced, given what those two little children in Badlapur have faced, what do you actually tell your daughter? She's young. Do you tell her, go claim the night? Or do you say, रात को मत जाओ बाहर, don't go out at night? Is this a dilemma for you कि बेटी को बोलें तो बोले क्या?
This now sawal has not come on to our betis anymore. I think it's come on to our betas right now. It's all of our responsibility, of our netas and our betas of this nation, to see to it that our women are protected. Whether it is hard combined laws and our netas, instead of victim shaming and saying, oh, curtail the hours, or don't let women go out, or don't let them do this, they should not do this, they should not do that, our netas should be saying, no, come out in full force and we'll see to it who touches you. This is what it should be. If you are talking about what we should tell our daughters, what have we told to the daughters of the Ajmer case, where about more than 100 girls were raped, blackmailed, molested, and threatened? How many years has it taken for justice? 32 years. Who did that? Why was justice given after 32 years? Justice delayed is justice denied. So this is what we're going to tell our daughters, that be careful. But nonetheless, even if you're 5 years old, 3 years old, that you're in school, you'll get molested. And your case, ultimately, the perpetrators will be punished after, say, 30 years, 40 years. Till then, you keep waiting. So what are we going to tell our betas and netas? That where is the protection for our girls? Why are we told to be scared even in the places where we live? Where I live now and where this incident happened, where a mob could barge into my house without the fear. And you can actually hear them. Mob mentality is horrible. They dehumanize the women. Women are dehumanized. So that is something that needs to be told now. Enough we've told our women. Enough we've told our daughters. How to be careful, how to take care, how to be alert, not to go out late in the night. Make sure your friends are with you when they drop you home. Make sure you don't get out of the car till the car is inside the building, because outside you don't know who will be there to hurt you. Enough, we've told now. Now it's time for the male colleagues. It's time for our men, whether it's in my film industry, it's in hospitals, it's in workplaces, it's in schools, it's in colleges. for people to stand up united as no sex gender counted, that enough is enough. This should be it.
Yeah, there is a time when you have to say enough is enough. Raveena, we'll leave it there for the moment. Thank you very much for joining us. Good to have you on the show. Ladies and gentlemen, with that, it's a wrap from me. Thank you very much for watching. My colleague Shreya Upadhyay joining you at the top of 9, all the day's top stories. Do stay with us.